Hello YouTube, this is Stunner One of a Kind channel. This is a video that I try to look up and find on this car. It's a 2002 Oldsmobile Intrigue. I did research and I could not find what was wrong with this car. A common problem on this vehicle is the crossover pipe. Now, just keep in mind that I went to school for mechanics graduated with an A. So what we have here is your crossover pipe. These vehicles and these engines, which is the 3.5 liter, you find them in the Impalas, Chevrolets, and the Buicks. They are famous for overheating. And I looked at many videos I still couldn't find. Well, so I had to make this video for the people who still owes the Oldsmobile Intrigue. So I call a dealership to get the parts and all this, and they tell me that they quit making the parts for this car. It is what it is. But anyways, this crossover pipe mounts right here. So if you are overheating, but you have changed the thermostat, the water pump, the radiator is clean both sides, no leaks, this is your problem. This should be the most famous video of all Oldsmobiles. Now, if you look down here, you'll see this back right here is a cylinder head port. That's your coolant port where the coolant gets exchanged throughout the cylinder head and goes throughout the motor. It keeps your engine cool. The way that works is when your car reaches halfway, the thermostat opens up and sends the coolant through, kicks your fan on, and it circulates throughout the whole coolant system. So just beware. Now this was a hard booger. So you have to disconnect the exhaust manifold. Once you disconnect that, you can see how mine's loose down here. And then you had to pry it out the way. That's a beast, boy. It's a beast. I don't know why GM made it like that, but they did. But anyways, and be careful of this coolant temperature switch. Right here, it's brittle and gets so hot that if you move it one way, it's going bad. But yeah, so if you have a Oldsmobile Intrigue, 3.5 liter 2002, that's your problem. Is this crossover pipe. So the two gaskets, you have two in front, one in the back. That's what you see here. Now this is my back gasket. This was where I was getting the pressure at. So every time I started my car, I kept getting over pressurized. I squeezed the hose and the hose was trying to balloon up and over pressurized. I done changed everything, water pump, thermostat, everything on here. So that's your problem. So if you have this vehicle with the 3.5 liter, this is your problem. Is the gaskets for the crossover pipe. Now, a lot of stuff is not still sold. The parts is hard to get. So I'm just going with this RTV high temp gasket. I'm gonna slap it on both sides and we're going back with it, baby. So this is Stunner One of a Kind, Mr. 1225 signing out. Leave a comment in the drop box. If you have any questions, I diagnose for free, but it costs I put my hands on it. So just let you know, crossover pipe, bad gaskets, too much pressure in your cooling system, overheat. That's your problem. Thank God for GM did make a overheat protection. When the engine gets hot, it cuts off. So there's still life in this baby. So I'll give you another video once it gets all back together and the final result, which I know is going to fix it because that's the problem. But yeah, signing out. You have a good day.